Good morning, beautiful. How are you doing today? My name is Joesephyr, and honestly, I am beside myself with excitement for this banner, as I'm sure you can probably tell. But before we do any pulls or anything like that, I want to do a short should you pull section of the video as well, where I'm going to include a couple of comments, because obviously we haven't had a lot of time to make would you pull polls or anything, and I want to do some coverage for for Prompto, as well as obviously Lillicet and Garnet. So we're going to take a look at those before we do any pulls. So if that's all stuff that you're interested in, and you get to see how the way pulls work, and if you're live watching this on Twitch, because this is all being done live on Twitch, then you can watch how, in part, my videos are made too, so that should be fun. So if that's all stuff that interests you, then stay tuned and keep on watching. So yes, as you can see here, we've got a couple of banners, but before we go into any of those, I do want to give a quick shout out to one of my patrons, which I do every time over on Patreon before I release a video. And today that person is going to be Gentleman Alien, who has Grahatia as their title card. And as always, thank you ever so much to you, Gentleman Alien, and of course all of my other patrons for supporting this channel as much as you do, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to make this channel what it is, and it means everything to me. Also, do excuse the random beam of light behind me. I am in a new room, and sometimes you'll see this. It's actually my window, because having natural lighting in your streaming room comes at a cost, so that's all fun times as well. And of course, if you wanted to come and see this stuff live, then come and check me out on Twitch, where we stream all the time, every event that comes out for Dissidia, as well as Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy Count Up is due to come back in a big way as well, so lots to look forward to. Now, we're actually going to cover Prompto first. Now, we have had Prompto over here on, we've got Lightning coming back with her banner, with her stuff, but we've already covered that in Start Dash, because that stuff is accurate, even though Cloud and Squall aren't. And we get Prompto on this banner instead, with his C90, who was originally meant to come out with Noctis. So Prompto, we all know, has his link attacks which come from his LD, which is all good stuff. We love his LD. And it wasn't released that long ago, but his C90 actually upgrades his on-turn capabilities quite a lot, because Trigger Happy becomes a AoE full HP damage between every shot, and it also grants him Overkill ++ and Crackshot ++. Now Crackshot ++ and is a defense ignoring, double HP attacking, splash damaging attack that doesn't increase your turn count, whereas Overkill+ is an instant break, which is similar to what he has with his Link attack, that also does a double Brave HP attack and increases the attack down that he's been known for. So it actually improves his on-turn capabilities a lot, but realistically, you're still likely going to be using him for his Link attacks, the things he does off turns, all that stuff. It's all useful stuff. I actually really like Prompto. I was sad I didn't get him the last time around, so who knows? I might be getting lucky on this one instead. But my resources are very much going to be saved for him, so we're going to be saved for Garnet. Do forgive me if I stutter on this stuff. This is actually a live video. And then we're going to move on to Lillicet. Now, Lillicet does have a slight rework here. So Whirling Edge has been improved to make it so that it deals 100% AoE damage to all targets, as opposed to just split damage, which makes it significantly better. And then Sensual Dance, which is her attack that gives you lots of buffs and lots of attack down debuffs to the enemies while party battering and all of that stuff, is now an instant turn count. So that actually helps her quite a lot as well. However, her damage on turn, even after her rework, isn't great until you look at her EX and her LD. Her C88 is actually very nice as well, because it increases Party Brave gains whilst also increasing your overflows, etc. So Party Brave gains is definitely a thing to keep an eye out for as well. Now, Rousing Samba and Dancer's Fury. So this was used basically just for crit rate, like crit fixing, things like that, and it's useful. And you got an attack that followed up after it. Now you get 5 HP dumps that follow it, so it actually hits really hard as well. So the fact that Lillicet is providing all these nice auras, all these buffs, and these nice debuffs, on top of the fact that she's now dealing half-decent damage, is really good. But, let's be honest, we're not looking at her for her EX necessarily. We're looking at this brand new LD that she has. So this actually heals the party as well as her EX. So burst healing is restricted to her EX and her LD, if that's something that bothers you. And then you get 4 HP dumps out of it as well that does splash damage, and you get a free skill use on the following turn. But you actually get another buff which gives you Brave up, HP regen, more Party Brave gains up, and crit damage up to complement the crit fix that she already has. And then you also get this debuff, which you also get on her cool abilities, which is pretty disgusting, and honestly the primary reason you're probably pulling for her, in that you get Brave Sap. So just Sap, you know, it's one of those things, except instead of the person that inflicted it getting the bravery, all of your party does. So that's actually pretty nice and gives you a lovely safety cushion if you like off-turn damage dealers. And then it also just so happens to inflict HP resistance down by 20% too, so it'll increase your damage for while you're at it. And because it's something that happens when she comes in, you actually get the full version of this from her cool ability as well, which makes her cool ability actually very desirable. And this was one of the ones that was crazy that that was brought forward by like 6 months or something. And she's still somehow not the star of the show, because that award goes to Garnet. Now, Garnet gets some craziness out of her LD, of like rework and all of that good stuff. So we like Garnet already for her stat bust, her ability to heal the party, her ability to have brave regens. She's got brave gains up on her water mode. She imperils enchants for water or lightning. There's a lot of value in Garnet that's all really just pleasant stuff. Well, now she's dealing multiple HP dumps with all of her kit, including, more importantly than anything, her LD. Her LD deals 4 HP dumps just by casting it, and then every 4 turns that pass after it, you're then going to get Arc come along and just do 100, like, you know, a good million plus damage to all targets with full HP damage and brave HP attacks 3 times across the board with some battery to follow up. And then you've also got more brave gains included in Holy Prayer, because like you get that as long as you're in water mode, or brave damage up if you're doing that. Now, the actual global exclusive stuff that we get from this is actually coming from her BT. So we looked at this yesterday when it came to the community stream and all that, but the more I look at this, in combination with the fact that her damage for a support unit is as high as it is by being brought forward 6 months, I honestly am of the opinion that this is arguably, if not the single best character we've ever had in this game. Because of the timing of her release, as well as the rework, the LD board, everything else along with it, it's really hard to argue with Garnet unless your opponent happens to resist and absorb both water and lightning. So, you get Brave, this is from the BT effect, so you get Brave gains up and HP damage limit plus 30%. That is backbreaking for this point in the game, and given that, like, I've not even looked at the rest of it, and the fact that you get all of this on top of all of the buffs that she's already providing, you're looking at like 50 to 60% Brave gains, and then attack up, initial bravery, Brave damage up by 50%, HP damage up, and then refund on all of your stuff. And then once that's run out, you then get another attack that removes all of your debuffs, and then gives you the same thing again. It's like, this is disgusting. Like, there's just raw numbers alone is what Garnet brings to the table, and she brings so much of that she's gonna last well into FR era. Like, this is really silly stuff. If I'm proven wrong, and I'm biased by the fact that I'm a massive Alexander fan and a big FF9 fan, then I will, you know, fair enough. But I don't think I am on this one. I think that, like, honestly, the stuff that she brings to the table is just revolting. And for me, it was never a question of whether you should pull, because I was going to go into this thinking that, like, even if it was rubbish, I'd have gone all in on this. Luckily, I think the opposite is very much true. So now for the big bit. I'm super nervous here, but I'm also super excited. I am aiming for Garnet's LD more than anything, because there are other banners that will feature Garnet's BT on it. I would like to get Lillicet. I would obviously really love to get the Whale Whisker right away. Like, absolutely I would die. But the LD, if we're being sensible, is the way for me to go. And like I said earlier, if I were to get the LD and not the BT in this banner, then I can still enjoy the improvements to Eternal Darkness. I can still enjoy the improvements to her rework and the rest of her kit. She's just really solid all round. So, say a prayer for Alexander, because we're going in. I swore I wasn't going to use gems, like, over the course of C90 era, and then this happened. So, wish me luck, everybody. Oh, okay, that's not a good start. We could hope. We could hope. I'm not going in with tickets. I'm going straight to gems. Because at the end of the day, I will have that BT by the end of this period. I will have it. There's a Garnet EX. So it wasn't a blue orb, but it's not what we were after. Go with the free daily. Why not? Okay. I swore I wasn't going to use gems, but I'm using them. Oh, there's the blue orb. I won't spend BT tokens straight away if the LD comes, because there's 2 other banners, and there's a good chance I'll want to pull on those, so I think it's best that I don't. But, I mean, we need to get the LD first. Although I was going to say, like, we've not had the best luck recently. Because we're 1,200 tickets down without an LD that I wanted. So, since Noel was the last thing I pulled, LD. So, okay, there's an orb. I'd be happy with a little set, but what we want is Garnet. Don't fail me now. Ah, that's a little set EX. That's nothing I wanted there. Come on. Okay. Well, great luck isn't there, but that's okay. We can still do well. It's okay. That's not what we were looking for. Oh, stop with these blue orbs. Stop with these blues. Nope. Nope. Okay, there's a gold. There's a gold. Obviously, we would love the burst orb. I would die, because I want the burst so badly. So badly. But I know I have to be sensible. I have to contain myself. Oh, that's not it. That wasn't the T. Oh, this is awful. I've hit all of the EXs. This is usually how it goes, so... Oh, no, I have to think of the long term. I have to think about the long term. Oh, these are awful pulls, though. Oh, come on. Nope, that's rubbish. Come on, I'm just itching now. Okay, there's a gold one. I'd like an LD. Just an LD would be good. Nothing else matters! Nothing else matters! Ah! Oh, and the triumphant bit of the music when, like, somewhere to call home comes up. Yes! Okay, we're not done. We're not done. We have to keep going. We have to keep going. Oh, I don't even care that it's cost loads. I don't even care. Okay, okay. Feel the rays of Alexander's divine light shining upon me. Literally, look at the bar. I want one of the LDs, because then I can justify it, and I don't want to like miss out on that. Ash, no, go away. I want one of the LDs because then I can pity the other one if I have to, because at this point it's worth it. Come on, LD, one of the LDs. I don't even care which one. No, not an EX! No, not an EX! Okay, we've got 2 more pulls to try and get Lillicet or Garnet. Either or. Last one. Otherwise Lillicet's gonna have to go. No, no Lillicet. It's a pity. Don't care, got the BT, I'm happy. But we do actually have some other free pulls, so let's see what we get out of these. Well, that's a blue orb, that's a big no-no. Yeah, that's a no. And, oh, there's some other ones as well. Yep, Start Dash, let's see how that is. It's a gold. Oh, you give me Cloud LD for free when I've already got it. Thanks. I mean, I'll take it, but... Okay, this is a gold orb. This could be a something. This could be a something. It's 1-8-13. Okay. So it's nothing. Do you know what? That's fine. I got the BT. I'm happy. I didn't get either LD, which is kind of sucky. But it is what it is. I will take my Garnet and I will walk away with that. So thank you very much. And I will see you guys very, very soon. So to finish off this video, as a bit of a weird kind of mix-up between live footage and film footage, I've been doing a lot of that recently and it's very strange. I do have a few comments from Would You Pull over from my Patreon, so a big thank you to those of you who commented on that, as to how people are currently feeling about Garnet. Now obviously I haven't had time to make a full poll or anything, but I left it open for people to comment while I was doing my stream, and I got some pretty nice stuff from it. So people are liking Garnet. So Sergeant Tuffy says, went to 500 pity points in the panel and won't regret it one bit. Honestly, there's not even much to say. Global First Hyperside, those insane auras she brings speak for themselves. And the fact she got her full rework months ahead of time is just disgusting. 3 HP dumps on her LD follow-up. She's going to be the best character in the game for a long, long time, which is good because she's also really fun to use. Multiracial Lion says, Garnet is crazy good. If you don't at least have her LD, pick it up immediately. She's fantastic in the OW Fenrir Plus and early Shinryu, and that's just with the LD. Her incredibly early rework is going to make her a very popular choice for a long time to come. The BT Plus is Oreo frosting on the cake, with a big HP cap increase, Brave Gain Up, Gold Buffs, a Trap Attack, and more. Why are you even reading this? Pull away, pull now. Yeah, And finally, Sir Alex says, I don't like Garnet as a character. I don't even like FF9. We didn't even get the short-haired costume, but she is super omega broken. Just pull and green, and what are you even wondering about? It's really hard to argue with this stuff. Now that I've had a bit of time to play with Garnet as well, she is catastrophic, is the only word I can think of. Honestly, the fact that she is Garnet with Alexander, with Aiko, and all of that stuff, the FF9 realness has come to pass, and I could not be more excited, let me tell you. Honestly, I'm absolutely over the moon. You guys don't need to hear a full should you pull section on this video from me. You know the answer that I'm going to give you for this one. So honestly, I believe that she is arguably, if not the best character to come out ever. purely on raw numbers alone and the timing in which she's been released and the longevity of her kit. She makes other characters way more powerful. She gets skill uses back. She gets free skills here, there, and everywhere, and she hits hard with everything she does. And those BT auras really are incredible. And you know, this is a character that was used an early Shinryu era without the BT at all. And this BT is extremely powerful. So it's like the other said, what are you waiting for? So that's actually going to be the end of today's video. We're going to cover each of these events as they come out, as I used to do before I changed my formatting, purely on the back of the fact we don't know everything that's coming out straight away, and I kind of want to cover everything as it happens, and honestly, it's been really exciting doing it with live footage and going a bit crazy with it all and doing something different. I will say, however, that honestly, having played around with the crevasse event over on stream, I absolutely loved it. I know that some people are kind of scratching their heads over it a little bit and worrying about having loads of characters they need to use to clear all of it, but for me, call me selfish or whatever, I am absolutely enamored with this content and I really hope that we see more of it. But let me know what you think of Garnet, Prompto, all the stuff that's come out today. I hope you guys had good luck as well. Like, I'm still in two minds as to, well, would you consider what I pulled today lucky? Because I did get the BT, but I pitied the LD, but didn't get the other LD. I'm very, not sure about it, because I'm really, really unsure on how to comment on any of my pulls, because I always feel like I'm going to get it wrong. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that, and of course what you think of the crevasse event as well. I love it, and I hope you guys do too. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notification of future videos I might be making. And that is going to be all from me. So thank you very much, and I will see you on Friday, I believe, for the next Dissidia event. So have a good time looking forward to that. Thank you all again, and I'll see you soon. Take care.